What if I told you that electric cars might not be as green as they seem? Yes, you heard that right. While many companies claim they're eco-friendly, there are hidden factors that make their environmental impact less clear. What's the truth behind electric vehicles? What are the hidden environmental costs from their manufacturing to the sources of their energy? Let's examine if electric cars are truly helping the planet, or if there's more to the story. Climate change poses a serious threat to life on Earth, including humanity, as noted by leaders such as Antonio Guterres of the United Nations. Organizations like the IPCC, NASA, WWF, and CDP all agree on the severity of this issue and are committed to addressing it. The evidence is clear. We're seeing sea ice melt, rising sea levels, and more frequent extreme weather events such as hurricanes, droughts, and intense heat waves. If global temperatures rise by 2 degrees Celsius or more, these impacts will worsen. Scientists have identified greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide, along with aerosols, as key contributors to climate change. In 2010 alone, transportation vehicles emitted 14% of the 49 billion tons of CO2 equivalents released into the atmosphere. This figure doesn't even include emissions from manufacturing vehicles or maintaining roads. Cars are responsible for 72% of these transportation emissions, with planes contributing 10%. To combat climate change, the electric vehicle market has been growing. But do EVs truly have zero emissions? The main difference between traditional cars and electric cars lies in how they convert stored energy into movement. Traditional cars store energy in a chemical form, which is released through combustion in the engine. In contrast, electric cars also store energy chemically, but release it through electrochemical reactions in lithium-ion batteries, without combustion. So there's no CO2 pollution while driving. But does this mean electric cars are always better for the environment? Not necessarily. It depends on how the electricity used to charge them is produced. If it comes from renewable sources like solar, wind, nuclear, or hydroelectric power, electric cars have lower CO2 emissions. However, if the electricity is generated from burning fossil fuels, the pollution is simply transferred from the car to the power plant. For example, in the US, where 62.7% of energy came from fossil fuels in 2017, driving an electric car might result in higher overall CO2 emissions compared to countries like Iceland, which primarily uses hydro, geothermal, and solar energy. But even if all cars were powered by 100% renewable energy, can we say electric cars have zero emissions? The process of making a car starts with extracting raw materials, refining them, transporting them, and manufacturing components that are assembled into the final product. This process is similar for both traditional and electric cars. However, electric cars generate more carbon emissions during manufacturing, according to the Union of Concerned Scientists. The reason is their large batteries, which have high environmental costs. These batteries use rare earth elements, or REEs, like lithium, nickel, cobalt, and graphite, which require mining activities that are highly polluting. For example, producing 1 ton of REE creates 75 tons of acid waste and 1 ton of radioactive residues, as reported by the Chinese Society of Rare Earths. Despite these pollution issues, research indicates that we have enough REE reserves for the foreseeable future. Deutsche Bank estimates that lithium reserves will last for 185 years, even if the electric car market triples. Cobalt, graphite, and nickel also have ample reserves to meet future demand. The energy used to produce these batteries also contributes significantly to their environmental impact. However, as more renewable energy sources enter the grid, this footprint should decrease. Developing renewable energy systems also has its environmental costs, using energy and REE. Despite the initial footprint, the impact of lithium-ion batteries is offset within 6 to 16 months of average driving in the US using clean energy, or 2 years in the EU. From that point on, electric cars remain a better eco-alternative until their batteries reach the end of their life cycle. But what happens to lithium-ion batteries once they're no longer useful for electric cars? Where do electric cars' batteries go? Are they recycled in an eco-friendly way? In the conventional car industry, 99% of lead-acid batteries are recycled in the US, according to a study by the International Council of Clean Transportation. This high recycling rate is not the case for lithium-ion batteries used in electric cars. These batteries have a complex mix of chemical components and contain small amounts of lithium, making them less attractive for recycling. For example, in the EU market in 2011, only 5% of lithium was collected, with the rest incinerated or dumped in landfills, as recovering lithium wasn't cost-effective or required by regulations. However, as the number of electric cars increases, the interest in recycling these batteries and recovering rare earth elements is growing. Another solution is to reuse these batteries for other purposes, such as supporting the electric grid of buildings or storing energy from wind or solar sources. Reusing batteries can help offset their environmental impact by extending their useful life. Electric cars are not zero-emission vehicles, despite not emitting CO2 while being driven. They contribute to emissions in 3 main stages. During manufacturing, extracting rare earth metals used in batteries requires significant energy and generates pollution from mining activities. When electric cars are powered by energy from fossil fuels, CO2 emissions occur at power plants, even though none is emitted from the car's tailpipe during operation. Recycling batteries remains costly and limited, with most batteries not yet being recycled effectively. However, efforts are underway to make electric cars greener and more sustainable. Currently, they generally have a lower environmental impact over their life cycle compared to conventional fossil fuel cars, especially when powered by clean electricity. Some countries recognize this and are promoting the growth of the electric car market through fiscal incentives, making these vehicles more economically competitive. Countries like Norway, Germany, and Costa Rica are also investing in renewable energy and setting timelines to phase out conventional cars from their roads. But in the end, are electric vehicles the ultimate solution to our sustainability problems in mobility? We're racing to avoid a 2% Celsius temperature increase and prevent the severe consequences of climate change. However, is merely preventing the bad enough, or should we aim for the best? The UN forecasts that 68% of the world population will live in urban areas by 2050, raising additional challenges like traffic, parking, and high consumption rates that need to be addressed. Public transportation is a more sustainable option than individual vehicles to lower our carbon footprint. Shouldn't we focus more on reinventing and improving public transit systems? At the same time, some scientists suggest that the sharing economy, involving cars, motorbikes, and bicycles, is the next stage in the evolution of mobility. New business models have already been developed in this space. Let's embrace the change and explore all avenues to create a more sustainable future.